Welcome back to another episode of Two Joes and the Pro. As always, you got your guys Kenny, Ryan, and Brian, my boys. What's going on? Big money Ryan, took off last week, taking big boy trips. So glad to see you guys back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Do I look a little tan?
You do. How was the trip though?
It was amazing. It was great. It was hot. Yeah.
Brian, I asked him like 14 times. I'm like, bro, how was the trip? He's like, huh? I said, bro, how was the trip?
Yeah.
When did I say that? At work?
Yeah,
exactly.
I said,
You can't talk to this man at work.
He's bougie, bro.
He ain't got time for us.
He don't know. He's we the little folks. Yeah,
No.
we the little folks. He's like, I ain't got no time for you guys. Don't ask me no questions. Don't question me at work. I can't even let anybody see your name come across.
Yeah. Bullshit.
You know what I mean?
Sorry. Are you a government employee? No.
Yeah. Nah. Your name pops up green, not blue. Peace.
No.
Stop.
Anyway, man, let's get into it. A lot to cover. So I want to touch on the NBA. I'm going to get that out the air real quick.
Let's do it.
Me and Brian have nothing to really go at because we both on the same even playing field, right? So the Lakers, we got jokered.
Yeah.
The Joker was on us. It wasn't even a Joker. Pretty much, it was Murray. Murray went nuts. Like,
yeah,
I was telling people already that Bubble Murray, he's real. People didn't believe it, and he hooped a little bit towards the end of the Sun series, but what he did versus the Lakers, it was like, okay, we're not worried about Joker. We're trying to see what the hell Murray's going to do because Murray's on a different level. He started game 6? Or was that game 7?
You talking about the previous series?
No. So the last game, the second to last game. Sorry, because we lost 4-2.
What?
We got swept. I'm tripping.
Yeah, y'all got swept.
I'm tripping.
I was like, what series was he watching?
I'm thinking the wrong series. I'm thinking
not sitting here trying to rub it in, Kenny, but
we got swept.
you guys got handed the broom.
We got swept. So it was game 3 that we played, and
Murray off every single game.
Yeah, but in the game 3, he had like 30 points or 40 points at halftime. Like, it was crazy. I was like, damn, bro, we're going to lose. But guess what? The game was still close. I was like, all right, we got a chance to pull it back. We could have won that game 3, gave it away. Game 4, we were up. We were up like 10 points. I looked at it. I was like, okay, cool. We're handling our business. We got to win. We got to win out, of course, right? We got to win. Next thing you know, I look. My father hit me up. He was like, haha, you on the bench next to me? I was like, what are you talking about? We won the game. What the hell are you talking about? I looked at it. I was like, oh shit, we lost. So
yeah,
it sucks. LeBron, this is how you know it's bad. LeBron had 40, 10, and 9, and we still lost. So like when you see that, we got 40, 10, and 9, and we still lost. Austin Reeves played out his mind. Rui Haramuchiora. He played. Hachimura, however it says his name. That's name. He played out of his mind as well. He kind of showed some resemblance or some semblance of himself that people why he got drafted so high. And AD, throw him in the bucket. He's trash. Like LeBron is literally is trying to give him the team and let him perform at a high level. Like, bro, take over, score at will. And AD refuses. AD acts like he's 20 years in. Like he acts like he's LeBron.
Like
he's 20 years in. It's killing you.
He's
weighing him down.
Gamer. He's just not a big game kind of guy.
Man, I don't know what happened because when he was with New Orleans, he played out his mind all the time. And people like, if he can just get on one team, a good team, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I know,
and he
didn't have
terrible,
any pressure
bro.
there.
Huh?
Now he's in the spotlight in LA.
Yeah,
like playing in a place like LA or Boston or Miami, places like that. It's different.
Yeah, he just not it. Austin Reeves deserves every money. I don't even know if we're going to keep him. He's going to get at least $80 million. I don't think we're going to keep him though. I hope we do.
So what are they doing? What are they
doing? That's a diamond in the rough right there.
What do we do? Well, we got to sign him to some money.
What do the Lakers do just going into next year?
We need to sign him.
Well, yeah.
They have to move money. So wherever their money's tied up, if that's, I don't know if you can move AD. I mean, you can move AD. You can move anyone.
No, you can't move AD. Not for what the contract he has. We're not moving AD. Nobody wants that. It's like Russell Westbrook, right? Yeah. You know what I think it is it's hard playing with LeBron James if you are not confident in your own like gameplay, right? It's like Kevin Love. Kevin Love came from Minnesota. People are like, oh my God, he's gonna be in Cavaliers. He's gonna be great. He really didn't play like Kevin Love. he played decent, right? He's kind of like AD. He played decent, but he wasn't like Kyrie. Like you never had to question what Kyrie was going to bring to the table. Kyrie was always going to hoop and do his thing, right? And LeBron is expecting that from AD, and he's not getting that. So I don't. They beat us so bad, I got deja vu, and I thought we went to 6 games. That's how bad they beat us, right?
You didn't want 6 games. That was bad enough after 4.
Nah, it was terrible. It was like watching the game. It was cool, just seeing like LeBron out there just score points. You're like, oh, LeBron's scoring, but you knew at all times that nobody could handle Joker. He made AD look like he wasn't even an all-star player, and then Murray. They were trying everybody and their mom to guard Murray, and it just couldn't do it. And then not to mention that Michael Porter Jr. played his ass off. Aaron Gordon played his ass off. Bruce Brown. That's his name. Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown. Yeah,
He hooped. He was dunking through the lane like, yo. If they play like all their starters had double digits, talking about 15 or more. If you have that, you're not going to win. With 2 of them having 30 and one have 40, like you're not going to win, man. And if they play like that, then they probably will win it because it's just hard. So anyway, that's all I have to say about the Lakers. I know Brian's going to touch on. Go ahead.
Question about basketball. How is that break for players? So like Denver just swept, and then the other game went 7. How is Denver going to come in? How is it with basketball? Is it like hot teams coming in? Is it okay, or is the rest better?
Yeah, like it depends on the players that are going to it, right? It's a mindset, right? If the guys are kind of young-minded, they might be a little bit sluggish. I think that Denver is going to be all right just because they have something to prove, right? I think it's good rest, and I think it's bad for, the winner of the Heat Celtics series. I think it's bad for them coming in there game 1 because they're a little bit tired, right? Yep. And Denver is going to try to prove a point. They're going to try to prove a point from game 1, right? And the last thing you want is Denver to feel like how they did against the Lakers. Because if they do, it's going to bring the brooms out. Like,
didn't Jimmy Butler like roll an ankle or something like that later in game 7?
He tweaked his foot. I'm not sure if it was the same ankle or.
Yeah.
But he played through it and he looked fine.
Yeah.
He didn't look hobbled.
Well, so did Tatum. He played through the whole game.
Tatum looked like an old man out there after that. He could barely move.
Speaking of that, what happened to that?
I mean, yeah, Tatum got hurt. That was part of it, but I still think they would have lost even if Tatum didn't get hurt because the way the other players played. You have a guy like I don't want to pick on Jaylen Brown because he's getting it bad nationally.
Yeah, Stephen A.
He had 8 turnovers though. He had 8 turnovers. He had, he was supposed to step up when Tatum got hurt. Tatum still outscored him, outperformed him on one leg. He just turtled in the moment, and it was unfortunate because you're talking about a guy that is a top 20 player. He did make second team All NBA. It wasn't like, a mirage or anything. He is a great player, but there's something missing with that guy sometimes in big moments. I don't know what it is.
I don't even think it's
not Derek White. Nothing
Derek White
missing in big moments for him.
Yeah, Derek White was aggressive, but he hurt his knee, and then the coach took him out, and it was just too little, too late. Miami buried them in that game. You shoot 20% from 3, and you keep shooting threes instead of going to the hole. Like
that's the thing. Their shot selection is what ruined them, right?
Yeah.
You live by the 3, die by the 3. They were taking bad shots early in the series. They were taking bad shots last series. They were making it, right? That's the difference. They were making it. So then when you make it, you get used to taking those bad shots. So then when you're taking the shots now and they're not falling, guess what? It's hard to break a bad habit.
But so you that, Kenny, like in game 6, they shot 20% from 3 and still won the game. Granted, it was on a buzzer beater on perhaps a very lucky play. But nonetheless, it's not like they got blown out. They were going to the hole. They were being aggressive. Their mindset changed going into game 7. It's like they relaxed. They thought, oh, we made the comeback. We're done. But they didn't complete it. Like, they should have made history, honestly. They were the better team, but the better team doesn't always win.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler is a gamer. I've always said it. I've been saying it for as long as we've had this show. I've said Jimmy Butler is one of my favorite players because of the way he plays.
Yeah.
He's just a gamer.
Who, Jamie Foxx?
That attitude. You mean Jimmy Jordan.
Jimmy Jordan.
You know,
And he wills his team, man. I would say that Caleb Martin played out of his mind.
where'd that come
right?
from?
Listen, it's one of those things that he has been getting better as the playoffs has continued. Right in the beginning, he was scoring a little bit, splitting some time, and then they kind of put Duncan Robinson on the bench, and he played more. I think what helped him get more minutes was Tyler Hero really going out. Tyler Hero went like getting hurt, opened the door for somebody to come in and score more points, and he stepped up to the occasion to make that happen. Plus, you play a little bit different when you got to get a bag's on the line, right? He's like, listen, I don't have a contract. I need to get it solidify my name. So guess what? He's playing lights out. I think it's going to be good if he carries that out. He'll get a legit contract if he carries that out into this series.
Also,
I think
the best thing for him was when Tyler Hero got hurt.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it wasn't for that, we never would have heard of Caleb Martin.
No, that's not true. He was playing. He was shooting threes.
He was playing, yeah, but he was playing very sparingly, and
He was splitting time with Duncan Robinson.
right, and that's like he wasn't getting enough time to really get into that rhythm, and now he got put into a starting role, and he flourished because of it, because he actually got comfortable and got into that rhythm that you need on offense.
And he looks like he was back at Nevada.
Yeah, he looked like he could play, and he's
because
gonna play.
he can play, right? It's a lot of guys. You get in the NBA, you can play. You just need that opportunity, right? And things got to line up, and it did for him. Like same thing with Austin Reeves, right? Who would have thought of Austin Reeves to be the player carve out the role that he did this year? Nobody. Everybody's like, "Oh man, you got Austin Reeves on your starting lineup. Oh man, the Lakers gonna be trash." Until you see the man out here cooking, going for 25 and averaging 18 points, you're like, "Damn man, he's a reliable player." Like he was more reliable than any other player we had on our team. Him and Rory, right? Like
besides LeBron, but
yeah, no, I'm saying, but LeBron was without question, right? When you're looking at your wingman, it was Austin Reeves was the wingman, not AD. AD give you 41 game, then he goes and disappears, right? It's kind of like Jaylen Brown, right? Like who was also the other player on the Boston Celtics that was consistent?
I mean, they lost their sixth man, Malcolm Brogdon. He tore a tendon in his arm. He tried to play through it, but he airballed his first shot, and I knew he can't shoot. It's a shooting hand. It's unfortunate things happen, but I'm not going to take away from what Miami did. They played their hearts out and they won, and they deserve to go to the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
you know, and Boston dug themselves in a hole, and they were lucky to even get to a Game 7.
That's for sure.
You know,
but
I'll give them credit for making it that close, but that's the best I can do for Boston. They're a disappointment this year. To me.
Yeah, it's a disappointing time for all Boston sports, man.
Yep.
Before I let you touch on, on hockey, I would say football is right around the corner, guys. Before you know it, it's gonna pick up real quick.
Let's go.
And, Ryan and Brian, they are big NFL fanatics. I am a college football guy, and I'm letting you guys know now. Before we get there, PK bets. We're going to bring the house down. I'm putting it in the air. So guys that's listening out there on the live, if we don't give you the money, just blame Kenny. Y'all can kill me on not kill me, but go at my neck on Instagram. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a bags this year. We'll get close. When we get closer, we'll tell you the game plan. We'll put it all out on the paper for you. You just gotta follow us. But I'm just putting that in the air right now. Anyway. I just said that because I saw the spreads out for the week and it looked a little tasty. Yeah, what we got for NHL?
Let's see, NHL. The Panthers advanced. We've been off 2 weeks now, so yeah, we didn't talk about them.
Nope.
They advanced. They swept 4-0. They look like the favorites right now. I mean, not to discount Vegas, who had a tougher series against Dallas. It went 6 games. Mm-hmm. I was surprised that they actually spanked Dallas in Game 6. It was in Dallas. I thought Dallas would put up a better fight and maybe push it to a Game 7, but that didn't happen, and Vegas actually showed up. I think Florida is going to end up taking it only because they've been the most consistent team. Vegas is up and down. I can't count on them. Bro,
Vegas is going to win. By the way, if you would have put money on the Panthers, that's crazy too, to get to the conference finals. Better yet, the doggone Stanley Cup. Like, I guess Miami teams was the way, because Brooks Koepka just won the PGA Tour over last weekend or the weekend just before last. and he lives in the Miami area, so it's kind of like something is a bug in the air in Miami. Only
Something.
only person that's not going to do good is the Miami Hurricanes. They suck.
And the
Anyway,
Dolphins.
the Dolphins. No, the Dolphins might do something this year. So if it's any foreshadowing of what we're going to see for the NFL season, go ahead and put the Dolphins to make it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, as long as they got the concussion rules, in
I mean,
place.
hey, Tua got a new helmet. I heard about that.
He
so,
got a new helmet.
yeah,
Yeah. He put the mattress pads in there. It's good to go.
That's even worse. This shit gonna be bouncing around in his head.
Nah,
Boom,
it's
boom, boom.
Tempur-Pedic, man.
Yeah.
It's foam. He got the foam in there.
it's a sleep number in there.
The sleep number.
Raise his number up.
Remember
I'm on a
when
92, guys.
when he hitting the ground too hard. Anyway,
Yeah, I think I remember seeing like a infomercial about like helmets that like can cave in so that it absorbs the impact. And it's like people be playing with like dented helmets and shit.
why would you want to? I would never play with nothing like that.
I would never either.
A helmet that can cave in.
Yeah.
It's not as crazy as you think because it would dissipate the
It
energy.
absorbs.
It's not
the
about
impact,
dissipating.
yeah.
It's okay. So if it moves in, what is your head gonna do? Because in the helmet,
Well,
you're
no.
supposed to have it
You would
properly
just get
inflated.
you would get a new helmet every you would just get a new helmet.
It's
I
like
know,
an
it
outer
was-
shell on top of your
Yeah.
helmet. Like it's like a double helmet almost.
Double. Yeah, you know about that double dome,
Yeah,
bruh?
man.
Okay. Anyway, what we got for baseball?
I
Come
gotta
on,
pull up
man.
these. I gotta pull up these standings real quick.
Oh
'cause-
no.
Listen, I've been balls.
The
deep in
Orioles,
playoffs,
baby.
Okay.
You say you what?
Anyways, I said I've been balls deep into the playoffs, so I mean I haven't been paying attention to baseball a lot.
The Orioles is number 2 in the AL East. Though.
Yeah,
the
baby.
The Orioles.
They're
have
14, bro.
We might have some games to go watch, guys.
I'm not watching them.
I mean, I will say if you guys want to go to Camden Yards, it's a beautiful park.
It
even
is.
If they suck, it's a great atmosphere.
That's the only thing that's
Their
good
food
about
is expensive
baseball
as
is
hell
going
for
to
no
baseball
reason.
games.
Their food is expensive as hell for no reason. I'm not going to no damn.
Let's just
Canyon.
stop telling people how cheap you are, okay?
It's,
Kenny out here
inflation.
trying to turn down a free concert. Like,
Yeah, really.
Inflation is high. Okay. Krabby fries going for $15. It's crazy.
Oh, those are good though.
so good. So good.
Nah.
Yeah, dude. They are.
Anyway,
Anyways.
go ahead.
All right, Tampa's still controlling the East, AL East. Baltimore is hanging in there, which I am actually surprised by because I thought that their schedule would get a little bit tougher this month, which it did. But they've actually done fairly well. I think they're about 2 or 3 games above 500 for the month. So that has been impressive to me anyways. I didn't think that they would continue to play as hot as they had started. The Yankees have crawled back from the dead. They're only 5.5 back. They're in the wild card race. They're going to be there, man. I didn't really have much doubt that they would be.
Well, they're cheating, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they did start winning when they started cheating. But hey, if you ain't cheating, you're not trying. So, I mean, hats off to them. Just don't get caught anymore.
The
that's
bats
all.
have been going a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that part of that is with the weather's warming up and
Yeah,
that,
Judge
you
is
get that
hitting.
little tiny little league field that they play in. So the balls just leave the park. It's crazy. I will say though, one thing to caveat that on is Garrett Cole, their ace, actually has been struggling, which is
You're always
weird
on his
part.
back, bro.
I am, but dude, when you're
Always on his
when you're
back,
getting
bro.
paid $40 million a year, guess what? I get to bust your balls if you suck. So that's the way it's gonna be. The month of May has not been very good to him. So let's see if he can turn it around.
Give my guy a hard time all the time.
Yep, and I will continue to. Now let's go to this AL Central, which is the
Bro, here's a 2.93 ERA. What are you talking about?
what's his ERA in May? Bet you it's about 5.
In May?
Yeah, because in April he was like lights out.
I can't see it. Oh, no.
Anyways.
Come back to me.
Yeah. AL Central, you got the Twins leading, but the Tigers are 1.5 back. Cleveland has slipped. They're 3 back. I figured Cleveland would stay up there, but they've fallen back a little bit. The other 2 teams don't matter. They're trash. This whole division actually is kind of garbage. If you think about it like this, they're leading the leader in that division, the Twins, are actually 2 games worse than the Red Sox, who are last in the AL East. So,
Yeah.
just to put it in perspective. So, the AL Central is just whatever garbage team is going to get beat up in the playoffs. That's what's going to happen.
Don't bet any of those teams. You know what's crazy though? When we bet against the Twins, then
Oh,
they
they
actually
win.
perform.
Yeah,
right?
they
Of
win
course.
if we bet against them. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Anyway,
AL West, Texas still has been dominating,
hot.
but Houston has been catching up to them. They've slowly caught back up. They're only 2.5 back.
And the Angels have been performing better of late too.
A little bit.
Not performing better, but the bats are going again.
Yeah, their bats are going. The problem is always going to be with them is their bullpen. Dude, you got like little league pitchers out there for their bullpen.
Bagging on the little league.
Bro, no, I'm telling you, man, they're not good. They need some help in that bullpen. You know, Otani can only pitch so many innings. He can't stay out there the whole game. And then I'm still surprised by Seattle. They've come back a little bit, but they're still 4th. So we'll see if they make any more ground up in the next month.
Yeah, their bullpen is trash. The Angels.
Oakland, I just really want to say, really quick, they've only won 12 games. And if you remember before the season started, I said, slam the under, which was 60.5. They'll be lucky to be 40 at this rate. Because we're a third of the way through the season.
But why are they so bad?
Bro, it's because they don't pay nobody. They've got people that should not be in the majors that are playing in the majors. It's just bad. Their bullpen is trash.
There's not one person on their team I know.
No, it's not good.
That's bad. And they're old.
Honestly, like this, there's a lot of people clamoring out there that this needs to be like looked at by the competition committee and to like find a way to get these small teams to actually put some money out there and actually put together a real team, because this is just sad. They're giving away wins. You know, it'd be like somebody going out there and just quitting and purposely giving people wins, and you know, it's not fair to the rest of the teams.
But it's not like they're not trying. It's just that they don't have the guys to do it.
Right. Yeah. I'm not saying the guys on the team aren't trying. Not at all. they're just not very good.
It says their payroll is only $60 million.
Yeah. 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 And how much of that is actually deferred to players that aren't even on their team anymore?
The highest player is
what team is this?
Oakland A's. The highest player is getting $7 million, bro.
Moneyball, baby.
Bro. No. This is worse than Moneyball. At least Moneyball, there was like a method to actually trying to win there. This is just quitting.
I'm saying the Yankees is 160. It's not far off. Besides Judge, Cole, Rizzo, LeMahieu, however you say that, LeMahieu, and Severino, everybody else is getting paid nothing.
Yeah. Well, but they got deferred money on their books from Hicks. They let him go. Finally, which was smart, but they owe him a bunch of money.
They have a lot of money. Guys.
So it's when you release people, you still baseball is guaranteed contracts fully, unless there's injury like arbitration. But that's like a separate thing.
It says the 2023 retained deferred contracts for the Oakland A's is only one player.
Oh,
Trevor Rosenthal.
How much is it though?
I take back what I said at the Yankees. I was talking about that was active players. The injured players is 101 million. So the total is 277.
I thought that was a little low, but
I did that. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we looking at? New York Yankees?
Yeah.
I was just looking at.
I love numbers, man. I love this shit.
I was just looking
40 mil, 36 mil. These guys are making cash money. They only Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna move on, but if you got something,
go. Moving on.
This. Okay.
Moving on. Do it.
Real quick.
Go.
Braves.
Go.
Still hanging on. Mets looking better. They got Scherzer and Verlander back. They're only 4.5 back. Watch out for them. I could see them taking that division. They have the highest payroll in the friggin' league, so
100%.
Still surprised by Miami. They're still floating around there, 4.5 back as well. Philly, what the hell? That's all I got to say about that. Is they should be better than that. They should be contending with the Mets and the Braves, but they're not. The Central, again, like the AL Central, the NL Central is kind of like
Trash.
yeah. Who cares who makes it from there, man? They're just gonna get beat up on in the playoffs. So, but it is impressive that Pittsburgh is second in that division, only a half game back.
How? How's that
I don't
impressive?
know. Because they're like the A's. They don't pay people. They only got one guy that they paid a lot of money to. That's Brian Reynolds. But the difference is they've actually got a developed farm system. They brought up some guys who actually can play, unlike the A's. So they actually have a inspiring team to watch, and they're missing one of their best players. I think that is a shortstop, maybe. I can't remember his name, but he got
Cruz?
hurt. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He got
O'Neal
hurt early in the
Cruz.
year. Yep. So
Yeah, their active pay was only $73 million.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm impressed that they're doing well.
Their active payroll was actually less than Oakland. This $58 million.
Damn. Yeah, they're playing well. And
Bro.
then real quick, Dodgers are leading the West, but Arizona surprisingly is only one game back, and the Padres are still trash because I picked them to win the World Series, so they're not going to make the playoffs.
You said what?
I picked them in to win the World Series, but so they'll probably stay in the bottom of that division now.
Dude,
What?
why are the Boston Red Sox paying Manny Ramirez until 2026? $2 million a year until 2026.
Because they wrote off some of his contract and pushed it down the year. It's like Bobby.
He hasn't played. I know that. I just think that's insane. He hasn't played since like 2011. He's 51 years old. Can you imagine just chilling at home, $2 million every year?
What do you think? What do you think the Mets are going to do eventually when they have to actually pay up for all these guys and they're no longer playing? They're going to
It's just crazy.
Why do you
How
think
is
they're gonna
that
keep
fun
pushing
to
the money?
watch?
Why would they keep pushing the money when they got hedge fund money behind them? They'll pay that easy.
Because if you're too many years in a row over the luxury tax, you get penalized more and more. So they want to get back under that to reset it.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't care.
Did you hear what I said about hedge fund money?
It doesn't matter. They still care. They don't want to be throwing money away. It doesn't matter how rich these guys are.
Okay. Well, he said we'll get to that when we get to that. For now,
right?
I'll pay the money.
I'm saying in about 5 to 10 years, they're going to be deferring a lot of money. Guarantee it.
What's stopping them from just deferring it for 1 year instead of doing like what the Red Sox are doing? Is $2 million a year since like 2011.
Because it's easier to swallow. Like the Red Sox, ideally, are the type of team who want to maximize their contracts every year. Now, they haven't this year. But the idea when they first deferred all this money is why. They wanted to make sure they can maximize the amount of money that they could spend every year and have this not hurt them a lot.
Ryan, why are we talking to Brian? The Mets owner is worth $13 billion. You think he cares about some damn luxury tax? He's worth $13 billion, bro.
He's playing.
When it's millions of dollars, yes, he does care.
Did you not hear what I said? 13.
Kenny, you care about $15 fries at the ball game,
bro,
and you make pretty good money. Okay,
bro, 13 billion. He's not tripping about that. Okay, you know how much money he's getting back from New York?
Right, that's his $15 fries at the ball game. That's what that is comparison. Okay. So,
dude, who's Bobby Bonilla?
Bro, he hasn't played for the Mets since like the 80s.
Yeah,
maybe
he's getting paid.
It was like mid 90s.
He's getting paid alternately $500K from the Orioles, and then like 1.1 mil from the Mets until like 2035.
Bro, there's a day that is literally Bobby Bonilla Day. That is the day that his contract comes due every year.
I just don't understand. I don't understand how his agent was able to pull that off.
They owed him a lot of money, and he didn't want to walk away, so they deferred his money.
But like, how did they defer it so long to where he's making that much money over like 40 years?
There's no rules against it.
Well, because he probably is like, well, I don't need it all right now. You could just pay it off until it's like a free retirement. It's pension plan. It's a free pension plan.
with no interest.
He's gonna die before that shit. He gets that.
No,
I mean,
Nah, I don't know about that. That was just, but okay.
35. That's 10 years. He'd be 70.
okay. It's the average age for the U.S.
Anyway,
We're almost there. Shit.
so no, we ain't there. What we got, Ryan? Football. Let's do it.
Oh, football. DeAndre Hopkins is no longer on the Cardinals, and he did not get traded. So that kind of sucks.
Release Cardinals owe all that money.
Yep.
They have
Well, I
to
don't
pay it
even
all.
know what I wonder what the contract is.
I think the dead money was like 20 something million, wasn't it? 22 million.
Yeah, but I bet you it was worth it because he only signed a 2-year, $54 million contract with them.
I think they're resetting, and they might be looking at taking over some talent this year.
Dude,
You said what?
they're talking about it. Yeah, they might lose a lot of games this year. So I'm happy. That sucks. What else? So who do you guys think Hopkins is signing with?
Well, Dion put out a little message for him to come to Buffalo.
I don't
But-
know, man.
I don't think he's going to Buffalo.
It depends. Does
He should go to the Ravens.
How much does he want a ring? That's what it comes down to. Does he want a ring, or does he want a contract, or does he want to play for a certain coach? Like, what is his motivation? That's what I think it's going to come down to.
I think that there's only 2 teams that that actually talked about trading for him, and that was the Chiefs and the Bills. They're the only ones that realistically talked about trades with the Cardinals, apparently, according to reports.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I could see him just signing with some random team. But
No.
you think he goes with the Chiefs? I think the Chiefs are probably like the safest bet.
I don't think that doesn't fit his system. He's not.
I don't know.
No offense to him, he's not fast.
He's in my opinion, he's a perfect Patriot possession receiver.
That
I know
makes
it's not
sense
going to
too.
happen. I know it's not going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying he fits that system, and I would love for it to happen, but it won't.
Yeah, it just unfortunately won't happen.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
Could he go to is the Eagles too crowded? Could he go there?
I think that would be a waste. I think
Eagles?
that would be a waste. There's not enough
No,
ball to go
hell
around.
no.
There's not enough ball to go around.
It's definitely not enough ball to go around,
But if he's chasing a ring, does he care?
bro.
I'm saying that's why it comes.
This
down
is
to
going to
his
make some
motivation.
people mad, and I'm sorry in advance. The Eagles, while they have a great roster and they're poised to make a run, they're not going to win the Super Bowl, bro. They're not.
I agree.
Hot take.
I also think Hurts takes a little bit of a step back, but you know my feelings on that
Yeah, well, you're biased, Ryan.
Why is he going
I
to
am
take a step
100%
back? Because you think
because I don't
Daniel
think he's
Jones-
that good. I don't think he's that good.
I
I
mean,
didn't
if-
say Daniel Jones. I didn't say anything about Daniel Jones.
If he takes
didn't
a
say
step
anything about
back,
Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Don't-
Jones is going to take 2 more steps back.
I
Because
didn't say
Daniel
that-
Jones is
I
not can't even sniff his drawers.
What does
Pause.
this got to do with Daniel Jones?
It doesn't
It
have
has
nothing to
nothing-
do with Daniel Jones. I'm just letting you know. If you think that Jalen Hurts is going to degress,
What's next? You're gonna start bringing up Mac Jones now? Like, go for it. Let's get it all in there.
Yeah,
Kenny.
well, Mac Jones
Let's
fixed
mix it
no,
all.
this has nothing to do with Mac Jones. Mac,
Zappy?
you
Oh,
already know
no,
Zappy
that's
is the
what we're
answer.
doing. Oh.
Zappy is the answer in New England,
No, it's
bro.
that guy that got an undrafted free agent. You think he's gonna be
Oh
so
yeah,
great.
he's good too.
Hey,
What's
just
his
watch.
name? I don't even know his name. It's like
Just watch.
Cunningham or something like that.
Oh hey, separate question. This is not NFL, but this is college. What are your thoughts on the rumors about Arch Manning taking a redshirt year?
Because he's not gonna win the job.
Well,
took
there's rumors about him potentially doing redshirt year just because that one guy who's the backup. So Ewers is the starting quarterback,
Yeah.
right? And then Malik Murphy, he was going to take an NIL deal and leave, and he's going to stay in Texas. So they're saying he's going to be QB2, and then Arch is going to either be the third quarterback or he's going to redshirt. What are your thoughts on that, Kenny? I mean, he just turned 18, so like,
I'm looking this up right now. Red shirt? No.
Yeah.
And
rumors.
Why
No,
not?
I'm not listening to that rumor.
And
bro.
he had an up and down spring.
he ain't it. He's just a
Don't
name.
even, Kenny, don't,
Nah.
or Brian, don't write him off. Like
I'm
the
not writing
dude's-
him off, but I'm saying right now, it's just his
Oh.
name that got him to where he is.
No, you tripping.
No,
Stop it, bro.
stop.
All right.
He first of all, he's an athlete. He can move a little bit. Second of all, I've seen him twice, 2 games. Good talent. He can spin it. He literally can spin it, bro. And you guys all saying that they said that Sarkeesian said, "I don't worry about redshirting right now. You get to play 4 games before you decide to redshirt. Now the NCAA is granting a waiver so you can play in the bowl game. So you guys are getting a 5th game to play out your 13th season. So I don't think he's going to redshirt. He'll be on the field in 2023 at some point. That's it. So
Is that what you said?
The NIL deal, I'm not worried about the back of getting an NIL deal. You don't. In it now you do. You make money. I'll say you'll make money for getting back. But in high school, in college, now you're making money. It doesn't. We don't care about that because at the end of the day, if Ewers doesn't get it done, it's like baby NFL. If Ewers don't get it done, are you gonna hear it? Let's go, Manning.
Oh, can you imagine?
You're gonna hear that. People gonna be like, "Dang, is this the NFL or is this college? I could have sworn this was college." It's gonna be like that. You don't. The Texas Longhorns.
That's why I said they redshirt him because the redshirt it gets rid of the drama, right?
No, you're not gonna redshirt. You at the end of the day, you have 4 games you could play before he redshirts it. He gets redshirted, right? So if he plays 4 games and he balls out in any of those games, he has any slight show of greatness. People are going to be asking for him to start. He's not going to play 4 years anyway.
Oh yeah, no.
So even if he plays a few games this year, his junior year, he's gone. That's how it is these days. Like if you are a top player coming out of high school, you're set for the NFL. All you have to do is put up some decent numbers, and you're going to be gone. And the fact that he comes from a pedigree, your uncle is considered one of the greats. Your dad, everybody, or your other uncle, everybody hates on. Your dad was an athlete, a receiver. Your grandfather is considered a legend. Let's stop it. I don't know why you guys entertain that.
Hey, I like the spice, man.
What is the face for, Brian? What is the face?
Red shirt. That's all it's for.
No, it's
Brian is against the Mannings. If it was Tom Brady's kid that he was making out with, he'd be all about it. He'd be like, yeah, he's going.
What are you gonna say when Tom Brady's son comes up at? Because I think he starts playing, right? I think he just.
I'm gonna say until he proves otherwise, he's just a name.
You haven't even watched him play though. You haven't watched Armani play.
I mean, I've seen some highlights.
What highlights?
He's okay.
What's different about his game?
What do you mean?
Have you seen him run? That's pretty. Like, can you imagine?
He ran in high school against subpar talent. I mean, we'll see.
Subpar talent?
Yeah. Who's he playing against?
You haven't. There are some good teams in Louisiana. You know that, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of guys. A lot of good.
Like he's playing in Texas or Florida.
I understand it, but Louisiana is not the
bottom. It's right between.
Louisiana is not the bottom of the barrel. They're not the bottom of the barrel. And they played a couple teams. They played the Florida team and they played a couple other teams, and he balled out. He does what he does. You always make me have to go get the numbers, dog. Every time.
I don't care about numbers. It's high school. Let's see what he doesn't call.
You don't care about numbers? What are you going off of? Well, if you don't care about numbers, what are you going off of? You're just saying, well, I don't like his film looks okay, and his numbers, I don't care about. So how do you judge a player then? If you don't care about his numbers, you judge a player off of what?
Brian, you put your finger in the air off of his name. Off his name. He's judging him off of his name, and he's gonna bend everything else around that.
Right. So if his name was
fuck Manning,
no, I'm not hearing that.
Eli fucked us and fucked this kid.
Yeah, that's how he's going off of. That's like saying when Derrick Henry was in high school, Derrick Henry ran for 10,000 yards, and people were like,
"Okay, well that's different."
How? That's numbers.
Yeah, he's blowing.
But guess what? People said he's playing subpar talent. They're not good. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, 10,000 yards is 10,000 yards. Do you know how crazy that is? Like 10,000 yards. So if somebody is spinning it, they're spinning it. How many times have the player coming out of high school into the NCAA been wrong? Like they're not good. Majority of those top players,
Sure,
majority of those top players that are like top 5 QBs, they end up performing at that level. The most recent is DJ Uga, whatever his name is, that was at Clemson. He's the most recent that has not performed that way because he was the number 1 quarterback coming out, and everybody's expecting him to be good, and he's not it. That's the only player. Other than that, everybody else has performed. Most of everybody that coming out that was a top player are the top quarterbacks that you see right now in the NFL.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay.
Bitch.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to rankings.
Okay. I pay attention to the rankings. You got to understand the young bucks so you know what the talent you get when you get to the college teams and then when they get to the league.
We'll see.
Like Thibodeau that they have at the Giants, he was the number 1 DN or whatever outside linebacker coming out. He went to Oregon. They already projected him to be a number 1 pick. Because once you are exceeded them top 5 positions, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to let you know when Arch Manning, when he comes out and he is starting game 6 or 7, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear he can spin it. I want to hear he's actually pretty good. I don't want to hear none of that. I want you to still be in the same energy you got now and say, hey, man, he's trash. Don't like him.
All right.
He needs to be redshirted.
You want me to say that? I will 100% say that.
Okay,
Ken.
cool. All right.
All right.
Anyway,
do you
I'm
guys
done.
think Dalvin Cook gets cut during the season or during the preseason?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they
Contract?
want to move on.
Brian, why do you just say like stuff that is like comments that you think is just
Dude, this has
point
been going
blank simple,
on for months now.
and they haven't cut him yet?
Right, because they probably are trying to trade him. And what it's going to come down to is, do we want to keep him and pay him, or do we really need to get rid of his money?
I don't understand why would you not keep him and pay him. It's not
Let's
like he hasn't
see.
performed.
His dead cap is $8 million.
That's why.
Still a lot.
It's not a lot. I mean,
No,
It's
but
gonna
next
be-
year's 3.
okay.
He's still a top 5 running back in the league.
I mean, he's 14 mil cap hit right now.
But I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying, right? He's still a top 5 running back in the league. So why I understand that, yes, he's against the cap hit, but if you're going to cut him and you still have to do $8 million, you might as well get your money's worth, right or wrong, if he's still performing.
Well,
If he's not performing, then I understand that, but he's performing. So what are we talking about?
I mean, I think that $8 million is spread over 2 years is usually how it goes with dead money. They get to spread it. If there's 2 years remaining on the contract, they can spread it over the 2 years. So really, they would net $10 million this year if they cut him.
But what are you cutting him for, though? Like, what are you cutting him for? Like,
They must have
For
they probably
Madison?
have contracts coming up.
for who?
It's-
who's
it's
your
all-
running
it's
back at that
only
point?
about it. I don't think they care. I think
That
all they
doesn't-
care about is the money.
Yeah, I don't think they want to pay him. I don't think that they should cut him. Did you know that there was an article that got released where it was talking about the top 10 most explosive runners 2022? He was number 10. Now this is also including like quarterbacks and running backs and stuff.
What are we talking about? Explosive.
Well, no, just say because
What determines
people's argument. Well, 10 plus yard runs, 15 yard runs, and then like their ability to get to speed 15 miles an hour running. That's pretty fast. I'm literally giving you something
Bruh.
for your argument, and you're complaining.
Because he doesn't understand it.
It's not that I don't understand it. I said that
I'm literally
calculation is
helping you.
stupid.
Oh my god! All right, fine. You're
I'm
right.
just saying you
They
said
should
he's
cut
number
his
10,
ass.
right? But I said
They should cut
that calculation is stupid. Like, because if you're a running back and your line is not good, to get to 10 yards, you're going to be going through breaking tackles and all that. So that's kind of going to mess up your numbers a little bit, is it not? Does it not play a factor?
Right.
It
And
does,
he
it
still
does.
was in the top 10.
I'm
know.
saying that's a good thing.
Like, it's a good thing, Ken.
Like
he's
that
really
he's
explosive.
because the big argument against Dalvin Cook is that he's getting older and they don't want to pay him the money, but he was still explosive last year and effective. Therefore,
I don't think
he
it has
should be.
anything-
I was on your side.
I'm,
and-
I don't think it has-
I pull back.
I don't think it has
Back.
anything to do with his productivity at all.
yeah.
It's just a numbers thing. It's purely money.
You know who was number 1 on this list for explosive, his
Chubb.
explosive score? And Kenny doesn't like any Pro Football Focus
Nope.
analytic stuff. So
Nope.
that's why he's also very triggered at this. But Justin
Nope.
Fields,
What about him?
It's because he broke away a lot.
because
Because everybody is covering.
yeah, because they have those chips in the shoulder pads, so like everyone's covering. He's got so much space to get to top speed, so obviously he's gonna be a little bit faster because he's got 15 yards to run.
Quarterbacks shouldn't be on that list.
Yeah.
It's a
Kenneth
different
Walker?
type of run.
Kenneth Walker,
Okay,
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Travis
I do.
Etienne.
No, that's obvious.
Lamar is there. Tony Pollard, Nick
Mhm.
Chubb. That's how you know it's real. Nick Chubb. So I love that guy. I love Nick
you'll
Chubb.
draft him this year
I
again in
fucking
fantasy.
love Nick Chubb. Yeah, I love this guy.
No, Nick Chubb is a dog, man. He doesn't get enough love either.
I just love the way he runs, and I'm pretty sure Kareem Hunt's out of here this year.
Finally.
Hunt's a free agent.
He should have been gone. He should be lucky
Yeah.
he's still in the league.
He is lucky that he's still like. That's all I got. There's nothing really going on with football. We're getting OTAs are happening right now. Oh, here we'll talk about the other thing. Patriots got got penalized again because they lost like 2 OTA practices because they had the players in the facility for too many hours.
See,
Yeah.
I told you. Hey, all the rules I told y'all. Bill runs that
Bill-
thing like he's in college.
Bill, so the players were in the. So someone must have.
It wasn't even Belichick. It was actually Joe Judge.
Was it Joe?
holding-
Of course,
he was
that
holding
guy's a piece of shit.
He was holding special teams meetings, and got caught. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was because it was past their hours or whatever.
Because Bill said, "Hey, bro, I can't get another strike. I gotta walk away."
Bill
Well, he
still
got fined 50K.
grand.
50K.
Yeah.
50K. Yeah.
Who Bill did?
Yes.
Bill did. He took full responsibility because I don't know what.
Because he told
Joe
Judge to do it.
I don't know what Matt Patricia. I don't know what they have on Bill.
Well,
But
Patricia
they
has
know-
nothing on him now.
They know
He's
the
gone.
deepest, darkest secrets.
Yes, Joe Judge must be like, I don't even know. I don't even want to go there.
Yeah. He knows where Hernandez hid the bodies. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
Bill
just
probably
kidding.
took him on his boat and
I ain't
threw
getting
him
that.
overboard or something, you know, like
Oh
Dexter
no,
style.
Stop.
I'm done. I'm done with that.
All right. I got nothing, man.
And when Hernandez got caught, Bill was like, "Damn it, Aaron! I told you to kill him at the marina. You
Listen,
knew the
the
boat
other-
was there,
I'm
waiting for
done.
you."
Hey, I'm done with fucking dog.
the
I'm
other-
done with him, bro.
The other thing I will say is if you follow the NFL. Stop.
Yo,
Stop.
man, we might get a lawsuit. Oh my god, they're gonna sue us for no money. Oh my god,
Cool. We ain't worth anything. Go.
they're
for
gonna
it.
sue
Listen.
us for the podcast.
Oh,
Listen.
shit.
Man. All right. The other thing is if you follow the NFL, just plug your ears for the next 2 months because all you're going to hear is fake news, bullshit. Like everything's hype. Everyone's going to look great in OTAs with shoulder pads or no pads on and 7-on-7 drills. Like Daniel Jones looks amazing. Kadarius Toney looks like a number 1 receiver. Like all this is like fake news. Just wait until the year starts.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that someone you know, Kenny? No.
What?
Never mind. You can't see the comment. I ain't putting it up there.
What the
That's all I
comment?
got for football.
Let me see the comment.
You gotta.
Click on
don't know.
comments.
Oh, I didn't know I can click on comments, bro. Let me see it. Let me see what it say. What the hell, JD?
That's for the.
It is
After
sour.
Dark
I'll tell
podcast.
you that.
That comes on later. I'm sorry. We don't answer those questions on this one.
Yeah, that's for Two Joes and Pro After Dark.
Right. You got the podcast mixed up. It's
Yeah.
okay. Rookie mistake.
But no, it is all right. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna repeat the question. If you guys have seen the comments, you can see it.
Oh, they can see it.
Yeah.
100%.
Anyway, so I have a question for you guys. Right before we end it out, hot takes are hot takes. This is a question that with all the contract stuff coming up, if you guys are building a team, right, would you take paying a high play player like Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, those type of contracts, or would you rather have a decent quarterback but build a team?
I'd rather put all my money into the defense and skill positions on offense, and then draft my quarterback.
No, I'm taking a quarterback.
Why?
As long as they are proven quarterback that I know I can win with. If you tell me Patrick Mahomes, I'm taking Pat Mahomes.
All right, you can't take Pat Mahomes. Are you doing it with anybody else?
I think it's Burrow.
Maybe Burrow. I was really hyped on Burrow, and then he kind of let me down.
The quarterback position is so difficult to find, and that's why you see $40 million going to a player like Daniel Jones, because it's so no one wants to be in this quarterback purgatory. You could be stuck drafting fucking Josh Rosen with the 3rd overall pick and be like, things are great. No, you're just going to be swinging and missing for years and years and years. Once you find your guy, you get it locked up. That's why I think that I would just pay the guy a $45 million contract, get my guy, and then build the team around it. And I'd rather take stabs in the dark trying to get 2nd, 3rd, 4th string wide receiver skill position players to fill in the gaps.
But if you can pay your skill position players good money, right, and you draft it, you have a good draft or a scouting department, and they drafted a Joe Burrow or a Justin Herbert and those type of guys, right? You get some steals in the later rounds. What makes you think you can't get that again? I'm not saying that those are not generational players, because they are great talents, but what makes you think you can't get that again?
You're right. And that is the argument that all Packers fans are going to use today, from going from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers and now Jordan Love. We did it again, guys.
No, Jordan Love is complete trash, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's the argument that's being used.
But no,
and like from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck, like that was.
But when Jordan Love got drafted, they said during the draft, this was an overreach. They said that. They said this was an overreach. They said we thought the Packers, they needed a wide receiver that was better. This is kind of a head scratcher why they're taking Jordan Love. Even doggone Mel Kiper was like, I had him going, middle of the 2nd, early 3rd. It's a little weird why they're drafting him. So I wouldn't even say Jordan Love, because that doesn't make sense.
Well, no. I'm just using it that's the argument Packers fans use, because they went from 2 generational style quarterbacks, like franchise quarterbacks, back to back.
But look at the 49ers, prime example.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
They're a great team, no matter what the quarterback
is. And then
is.
now you're going back, do I take Trey Lance or?
But are they going to win the Super Bowl doing that? I don't know.
They'll get there. They can get there.
Has any of those other players won a Super Bowl? We're paying Lamar Jackson crazy money,
Mahomes.
Granted. But, okay, Patrick Mahomes is one. Who else? Joe Burrow gets close, right? He got close. Justin Herbert's not there yet. Lamar Jackson not there. Jalen Hurts, he lost to Patrick Mahomes, right?
No, you're 100%. The NFL scares me, because we had so many years of just the Patriots going year after year after year after year. And now it's like, it's the Chiefs year after year after year after year. So it's like, shit. Are we dealing with like another Chiefs Patriots thing, like where the Chiefs are just going to be there every year?
Oh yeah, that's because Pat Mahomes is by far the best quarterback in the league.
Generational.
I know, and he's taking the.
They call him Baby Goat for a reason.
He really is. He is really good, and he's taking the playbook of Brady, where he like took that 10-year. He was the first person to take that 10-year contract, and he knows that he's getting his money eventually, and he's letting them build the team around him. And he's not bitching and complaining when the team wants to get rid of Tyreek Hill. He's like, whatever, man, just get me players, and I'll make it work.
So to Jamie's comment, right, about the breast milk stuff, Josh Hart actually tweeted out that he just had I think they said twins or whatever the case may be. Congrats to him, by the way. They said, he asked, has anybody ever tasted your significant other's breast milk? And people were like, what? And Twitter, it was on Twitter. He was like, what? Everybody's like, what? Bro, you tripping.
Yeah.
But I know people have, right? That's a common thing. Everybody has that thought in their head.
Sometimes
Like,
it happens on accident. It doesn't have to be on
no, I
purpose.
don't see. I think that's a stretch, right? And we live in a society. We live in a society today. People want to say,
Time out.
maybe
Where's
on
Jesse?
accident. No, everybody has thought about it. Like, I wonder how it tastes. You see the baby going crazy on the milk. When you have a kid, you see the baby going crazy on the milk. Like, is it really that good? Like, is it really that good? I know that's why y'all laugh because y'all have before.
No,
That's why
because
y'all
I know
laugh, 'cause
Jess
you go like
week.
this. You making a bottle. They got the milk freeze. You trying to unthaw. You like.
No. That's how you're trying it?
Oh, I thought
you going to the titty
tap.
I'm
you
straight
going to
for
the
the
titty.
tap.
Oh, y'all crazy. You're going to the titty. You over here like, hey, come here real quick.
That's what I mean
wild.
by accident.
Yeah, okay, by accident.
Yo,
Ryan's over
not
there
gonna-
trying to suck a golf ball through a garden hose or something, man. You're like,
so dead.
you trying real hard. Accident.
I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it because it's going too hard. Pause. Anyway, I meant to say something and I lost my thought because I got on the breast milk the topic. We were talking about football. And
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're talking about
Pat
building your
Mahomes,
team.
just how great he
Pat
is.
Mahomes, how great he is.
yeah.
How they just run the Chiefs just running through the league every year.
Oh, this is what I mean. Thank you. That reminded me. Before I we ended, right? The Chiefs, I know you talking about, don't listen to the hype people, blah, blah, blah. The Chiefs are happy with what they have in Kadarius Toney. They think that he is the 2.0 version of Tyreek Hill. They like him as being their number one. And I was like, I don't know. But then when you start looking at the film, and I look back at some of the Florida tape when he was in Florida, like his moves, the speed, he's fast, but he not Tyreek Hill fast. He not that.
No. But
right?
he's so
But his shiftiness is crazy. He's agile. Like his shiftiness is crazy.
It's like every time he gets the ball, it's like a punt return.
Oh, for sure.
Sick.
It's more shifty than Tyreek Hill for sure.
Yeah.
So like
it looks like everyone else going in slow motion.
I wonder when first of all, I want you guys to take on it if you think that is true. I'm really Ryan. I want because I know it's a soft spot. You guys wait till draft pick on that. And also, what's your thoughts when it comes to fantasy?
Kadarius Toney is great. He holds value in fantasy. These are all true questions. True. But you need to understand that you may only get 10 games from him. Mm-hmm. He has hamstring issues. Like everything looks great right now. When they start putting on the pads, he starts getting thumped around a little bit. He gets banged up. So I'm not trying to hold it against him, but like the whole time he was with the Giants, Knacks, he was in the game, he was out the game, he was in the game, out the game. And then he couldn't learn the playbook, and they didn't want to teach it to him.
But do you think that's from the pressure though? You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you're a top draft pick like that and you're not playing, people try to rush you back. Like, why is he not playing? Can he not play? And then you get this underlying pressure. It's like I gotta come back earlier. Rather, when he went to the Chiefs, nobody expected anything from him. So then you go there, they're like, all right, go, bro, take your time, rehab properly. We know when you're ready, right? So that scar tissue, you can break that down properly and get that muscle healed back properly.
But he still got hurt in the end of the year.
Yeah, he did.
After he came back.
Where did he get hurt?
Ended up getting hurt.
He got hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What did he do in the playoffs?
He scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, but like he didn't do really anything, but he did hobble off a couple times. I think he hobbled off in the championship game.
He still was battling the soft tissue injuries, man.
I thought that was his ankle.
Well, he had other types of injuries.
I'm saying when you're a player like he is and you cutting so damn hard about to rip the turf out the ground or like the grass at the ground, you're gonna get those. Do you guys see how hard he cuts?
Yeah. Well, are they going to teach him not to do that?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't. You got to live with it.
All right, then he's going to be 10 games a season then.
Look at here. Kenny, you'll love this. As a website called draftsharks.com. Chance of injury in 2023 is 85% for him.
Based off of what?
This is his injury history. Hold on. I got it here. Starting in 2017, shoulder. Non-NFL, shoulder. All right, starting in the NFL. Hamstring strain grade 2 in 2021. Pedal ankle sprain, pull unspecified grade 1. Pedal ankle sprain. He had another ankle injury in October. And then in November, he had a leg quad strain. He had an abdominal muscle strain grade 2 in December of
All
2021.
right, I get it. I get it.
He
I
had a
get it.
shoulder.
I
He
get
had
it.
a knee tear in 2022.
I
He
get
had a
it.
thigh injury. He had a
I get
thigh
it.
injury. That's what
Hey,
I'm saying.
wait. He didn't get a
Oh.
concussion though. He didn't get
That's
no
it.
concussions.
In November 2022, and I'm pretty sure in November he was with the Chiefs at that time
Yes.
because he had a hamstring strain grade 2.
All right, I
He
get
went
it.
down in the second quarter.
All right, you got a valid point. I'll be quiet.
So if they teach him to take the yards and maybe run straight a couple times and maybe use that
You can't.
shiftiness
You
every
can't
now
teach
and
the
then.
old. You can't teach
I
the
know.
old dog new tricks, bro.
I know.
There's only one thing you know to do. You know how to put that foot in the ground and get up.
Speaking of an old dog, real quick, what do you guys think are the chances that Tom Brady becomes part owner and is the starting quarterback for the Raiders?
No,
No way.
that's not happening.
I did hear.
Jimmy
I did
Garoppolo's
hear.
hurt.
Oh my
There is
gosh.
a Jimmy Garoppolo contract clause that since if he can't pass a physical, they could cut him like before training camp. He could be done, or like before preseason, and like they won't owe him nothing. The way his contract's right now,
Interesting.
but
Hey,
that would be wild shit.
So what's his name? Adon O'Connell, the starter
Who?
from Purdue. That's who
What
they
are you
drafted.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
The Purdue starter.
No. What
Oh,
about
no.
number 4 there? The guy that was the New
Stidham?
England Patriot. Yeah, Stidham. What about him?
I like him. He gave Devontae Adams the ball enough.
They got Brian Hoyer, don't they?
All right, guys. Now, y'all got anything else before I close this out?
Oh, it's Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Aiden
Adon,
O'Connell.
Adin. You know I can't stop.
Adon. No, you're right.
Adon.
Adan.
Adin.
Adan.
Anyway, guys.
Oh,
We appreciate you guys tapping in. Follow, subscribe, like on all the social media platforms. Brian had took a hiatus a little bit from the BK Bets, but your boy is back. So it'll be the Kenny show until Brian gets back. So yeah, I'll be posting those things on Action Sports if you guys follow us. I think after today I'll get back to 10K in 10 days, back to that challenge, and hopefully it doesn't hurt me too bad until Brian can rejoin me. I'll probably have Ryan. Actually, Ryan's probably done until football season because he ran it up a little bit. So anyway, we'll see you guys next week. We appreciate the love, support. Peace.
Later.
Peace.